Hey everyone, it's Sandy. Welcome back to my channel today. This video is by request. Someone was asking me last week how I do this, and I said to her in the comments that that is a whole different video. What I'm talking about today and what I'd like to show everyone is how to make free broth. Yes, free broth or stock, if you want to call it stock. This is how I do it. I take all my vegetable scraps and I place them in a zipper like freezer bag. Even if it's just one or two little skins or whatever, things that you cut off or whatever from any of your vegetables. I then place it in the bag in my freezer. When the bag is full, it's time to make some more broth. So this is how I do it. I have several crock pots, but this seems to be the one I use on a daily basis. And seeing that this is Crocktober, this is a great time to really use your crock pot and get set up for the cold weather. Especially this year, we're not going to be putting heat on as much. So if you have a nice, hot, healthy bowl of soup or cup of broth, it's really going to help. So I take a bag of vegetable scraps. I place it in my crock pot. This is 4 quarts. And then I just fill it up with water and I cover it. And I like to start my crock pot on high for the first hour or so, no matter what I'm making. That's just the way I am. And then I lower it. And this, my first batch had been going about 24 hours. So at that point, I took off the lid. I got a slotted spoon and I took out all the vegetable scraps that were in the crock pot and I placed them in a bowl on the counter. I then proceeded to fill the jars, these are 1-quart jars, with broth. I left a 1-inch headspace and I wiped down the rims of the jars with vinegar on a little cloth and I pressure canned them for 35 minutes. So now I have some real good vegetable broth to add to my stash of broth and other items. And this is very versatile. This can be used plain. You can add this if you're making like a rice dish and you want to cook it with some kind of broth. If you want to make some kind of gravy, you can drink it plain. You could just add a little bit of rice or some pasta to it. You could add vegetables to it and some meat. You can do anything with broth. So what did I do? Okay, let's get back to the crock pot. I'm sorry about that. So I put the vegetable scraps back in and I added more water. And I'm going to let this go again for another 24 hours. And tomorrow I'm going to have 2 more quarts of broth. This is what I call scrappy cooking, scrappy broth. Okay, so I like to do scrappy cooking. It is a term I got from a very good friend of mine. And it's a genius idea. I mean, she just has tons of great ideas and I just love learning things from her. So scrappy cooking and scrappy broth is the way to go. Nothing is getting wasted. To me, I just made 2 quarts of totally free broth. It's free because those scraps would have got thrown in the trash. But when you take something and you think outside the box and you try to get some ideas from different people, you can come up with some great ideas. You can, weave in some of your own thoughts and do things a little differently if you like, but at least you have the basic idea. And the idea of all this frugalness and stocking up and adding to our stash, times are tough and we can't really afford to be throwing away anything. So I know that this has to be, even if I didn't buy name brand like collagen, I have a feeling that this broth, a 32-ounce box of broth in the store, is probably $2 at least. My opinion, I just saved $4. And I'm going to be saving another 4 when this broth is done tomorrow. Now, you could be nitpicky and say, yeah, but the electricity to run the crock pot and the jars. Well, the jars get used over and over. Okay, so you buy them once and you have them forever. The crock pot literally takes 5 cents an hour to run. Probably even less than that. I'm being generous if I say 5 cents a minute. I mean, an hour, okay? So this is really nominal fee and a nominal price to pay for completely free, completely healthy, no additives, full of nutrients and vitamins and good tasting. I know where it came from. This is what it's all about. Taking something that we would have thrown away and make something of it. Nothing is really wasted. You can always find a way to make something out of anything. I am so grateful that you watched today. I am grateful for the question that was asked on how to make scrappy broth or stock. This was an excellent way for me to add to my stash. It took literally no time, and you don't have to can it. You can also put it in containers or freezer bags and freeze it in your freezer if you want. So it doesn't have to be canned. But this is what I chose to do, and now I know that I'll have it long term and it won't be in the way in the freezer. I hope that this video was helpful. I hope that you learned something. And if you have any ideas on anything at all, please leave them in the comments below because we all learn from each other. This isn't just about me on my soapbox telling everyone what I did. This is a learning experience, an educational exchange that we can grow together and bond together and help each other through what is going to be some dark times. So, folks, I hope that you have a wonderful day. I really, really, really would appreciate it if you smack the like button. Give me a big fat thumbs up. That lets me know you love me. And please hit the subscribe button. You'll be part of my YouTube family, and we will be growing together. This channel is growing little by little, and I want to keep it going. So if you're not already subscribed or not sure if you are subscribed, hit the subscribe button. It only takes a second and you'll be part of my YouTube family. I love you folks. Have a great day. God bless you all.